many months we've got to this place where I get to see a video of the young gentleman buying a car. And how awesome. What more can I ask for? And yeah. And the people are followed because of the example. The people are followed because of the motivation, the involvement, and part of being a team. And I think we can learn so much from sporting teams. Respect is critical.
Yes.
To be able to do the actual job.
Of course.
Around that, I think your aptitude, your attitude, how you go about life. So what drives you in your core as a person, that fit matters so much more. 19 years of being here does allow me a certain sort of understanding of the right kind of person that's going to fit and grow and be happy.
Yes. Hey family, Solomon here, your host of Sisol Workforce Talk. I'm super excited, except for the fact that Bafana won Lily yesterday, which we are all happy about.
Absolutely.
Except for the naysayers and the haters. But what makes me so happy today is that I'm sitting with one of the people that I couldn't wait to sit with on this day. You know, I've been counting days every single day. Tania Tarr, the HR executive for Pilot Crushtec. Tania.
Hello.
You can see my smile. I mean,
Yes,
I'm very happy
I hope
to
I
be
don't
here.
disappoint you.
How are you?
Let's just chat.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you
good.
very much. It's extremely thankful. Absolutely wonderful that you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've met before. I've met with your team before that. And yeah, let's do something good and solid and get something out there that really, makes a difference.
And thank you
That's
for saying
what
yes.
matters. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for agreeing.
100%.
Thank you for agreeing
100%.
to share your expertise, your experience, with the viewers and the listeners of our podcast. And I know because the last time we met here, I left here with goosebumps. You know, everything that I saw. You know, you took us through the workshop.
Yes.
Met the guys, and funny enough, I could see everybody was happy there.
Yeah.
I mean, normally in a workspace like that, most people are grumpy. But the smiles that I saw, when people saw your face, you walking around there, what is it that you do that really gets employees to feel at home, the way I saw them at least?
Yes. I mean, one of the things is we don't get it right all the time. You know, we really, really try.
Yeah.
And it was nice that on that day we walked through the workshop and saw people. And I think it's just that knowing every single person. I think if you do something with heart and with good intention, and we move with good intention, I think it shows. So it shines through. And, we say beauty, comes from the inside. And I'm not talking about beauty in terms of physical appearance. I'm talking about the beauty and the passion and the love for and the excitement about. Absolutely looking after people on a daily basis. And yes, so I have a title and I'm this and I'm that and whatever else. And you called me an executive and whatever else. But essentially, we're here to challenge norms on a daily basis. We're here to create opportunities. We're here to inspire. And I think that you actually have to be that. You actually have to visibly be that. And then it's sort of a leading by example.
Yes.
And that kind of person is just followed. And that's just been the premise on which I've worked for a long, long time.
Amazing. Yeah, I'm forever. For me, it is a privilege to sit here with you. So today I want us to explore, the dynamics in the modern HR. Explore just to draw from your experience, on operations, HR, on recruitment and talent management, and from the executive level as well, just to give people the hindsight, because a lot of people think that HR is just the paper pushers, and just guys who arrange interviews and sit in the interviews take minutes.
Yeah. It's an extremely important part of our role. Absolutely. It's a critical part of our role, and I don't minimize it at all. However,
I love that.
The bigger picture carries more weight. You have more of an opportunity to influence and to inspire with the bigger picture things.
Yeah. But before we get into the deeper details, who is Tania?
Who's Tania?
Yes, please.
A sports lover.
Ooh.
We've been chatting about sport, Bafana, the Booker,
Happiness.
the Protea woman, any kind of level of sport. We were speaking about that, so that really ticks something in my head. I'm absolutely a mom. I'm absolutely a gran. I'm so thankful. Yes, I have a son and a wonderful extended family because of his marriage and children and
What a
such
blessing.
things. So thankful. I'm a go-getter. I'm an extremely thankful person. I'm somebody who likes doing for others. I think maybe I'm a server of sorts. A waitress. Not good at waitressing, but in terms of serving, I think that's me. It matters to me to create a legacy.
Yes.
And it's not about me being important enough that a legacy sort of plays out, or that the other people will think. I don't give a toss about what other people think as such. For me, it matters deeply to leave something meaningful behind.
Wow.
And I don't mean when I'm no longer around.
Yes.
I mean on a daily basis. It means something to me
Love that.
to have made an impact in some way in somebody's world, in whatever way. Yeah, it doesn't have to be called Tanya's or I did it or anything like that. It's just seeing that person. Actually, there's a nice example. Last week, one of our employees came to me and showed me a video of her son, first car. And she said to me, Tanya, it's only because of you.
No way.
And I said, no. I've walked a long journey with you in terms of this, but it's not me. It's you, the mom, that stood by your son. You knew to bring him to me.
Wow.
We spoke through his CV. I guided him in terms of how to present himself during an interview and such things. And over very many months, we've got to this place where I get to see a video of the young gentleman buying a car.
Wow.
And how awesome. What more can I ask for? And yeah,
That is the impact that you're actually talking about.
yes, that's what matters.
That is massive, eh?
And that's for somebody's child. But that somebody is part of our family.
And this child doesn't actually work for you.
Nope. No. But it's part of the family. Yeah.
I'm actually learning something from you, that an impact, it's not only made in the people that you see, that you know by name every day. You know, I mean, for the mother to see the value in what you have done for her son,
Yeah.
who's not your employee, I mean, that is massive. That's what, in my opinion, that is what above and beyond HR is.
Absolutely. It's the differentiator. It truly doesn't matter to me. It's not like I would tell that story over and over out there. It's not like I attach it to something that I've achieved. It popped into my head, and I can actually visualize my employee talking to me, showing me on her phone the white car, the youngster in the background, and just, we got something right.
Tania, thank you for sharing that. It warms my heart sitting here. And I now know that I'm sitting with somebody who's a true role model, for me at least.
That's kind.
I'm also in HR.
Yes.
So for me, that sounds like a true role model that one can look at and maybe, pivot how I do things personally. But I want to understand, because we have quite a lot of people, millions of people around the world who do HR.
Yeah.
some excellent people working for big and small companies. But I think that there's certain things that attract each and every one of us into HR. What was that thing that's, said to you, you know what, follow this path?
Oh my goodness gracious. It just happened, and it happened via somewhat of an accident. And it was an actual, this is sharing my story with you.
Yeah.
By doing that, it also reinforces who I am and how I do HR for us. And so I had a very, very bad car accident very long ago. And I had a head injury, and at that stage I was working for Nedbank.
Oh.
Okay, before it was Nedcorp Bank and all kinds of things, but I was working for Nedbank in the human resources field, in the strategic alignment field. And because of the head injury, the company had to assess my cognitive ability going forward and whether or not I could actually do the job or not. And so luckily we thankfully got through all of that. I lost some hearing, I lost some sight, which returned. So I've lived with the loss of hearing for a long time, but maybe that makes me listen more with my other ear, I don't know. So we turn things into negatives into positives.
Yes.
Anyway, at the point of going back to work, I was given the opportunity to say where I wanted to be, what I wanted to do. And at that point, I chose human resources. And it was a sort of a wider term at that point. It wasn't specific.
Yes.
I spent a lot of time in training and development. Then I landed up heading HR for a particular business unit. And so it unfolded in that way. And so, yes, by accident, through an accident, where one turned something that could have been negative and damaging into something positive, I landed up in human resources. And I think that these things in life allow you the opportunity to embrace empathy and understanding. And I think that any event that's happened in my world has happened because it then has enabled me to be understanding of other people going forward. And so, yeah, I'm not a traditional HR in any way whatsoever. So I landed up in HR by accident.
Well, sometimes, like you said very well, lemons, you turn lemons into lemonade.
Yep.
So, which is something that you've done, and sitting here and just thinking about that, and the opportunity that you had. You could have chosen risk in the banking industry. You could have chosen cash management or anything of that nature, but you chose human resources, and I'm glad that today, you actually have this impact, not only for the company that you work for, but also for the community at large. Because for me, that's beautiful. That is huge. So what does your current role, maybe before I can get into that, moving from a banking industry to this hardcore, for me, this is like that industry, right? Men, I would probably expected an HR director here or executive to be some old man doing this and screaming and shouting at people. That is the kind of idea that I have in my mind based on obviously being in the field. How was the transition from the banking industry to
this? I've been here for 19 years. I had the privileged opportunity of being able to set up human resources, organizational development at Pilot.
From scratch?
Yeah. So before I joined, essentially the finance department paid people and looked after whatever. So I had the opportunity of setting up human resources as a department. I'm very, very thankful for that. Before that, I worked for another company for 5 years. And so the transition was from banking into also a quite industrial kind of environment. and then 5 years there, and then joining Pilot Crushtec 19 years ago. I don't think it matters where you work. If the core of what you're doing is about the people, you know, I really don't think it matters the legislation. It matters the paperwork that you have to do. It doesn't matter the industry that you're in, because at the core of what you're doing, it's taking care of the people on behalf of the company. Yeah, two hats, always taking care of the company as an umbrella, but what makes up the company? The people.
The people.
Yep.
All the time. Yep.
I haven't actually ever thought about it. I don't think there was a transition. I just did my thing.
Yes. I mean, I'm asking this because normally when we embark into recruitment process, you know, helping some of the clients that we work with, you'd always get this industry experience, you know, demand kind of thing. That, you know, looking for a HR person from the example mining industry, and we wouldn't look at anyone outside that industry.
Yeah.
Is that strategically reasonable in your experience?
From an HR perspective, I don't think so. Obviously, in terms of if we're going to go down to the fitter level of role, or some other salesperson with technical experience and qualification, yes, the industry experience matters, makes it easier. From an HR perspective, nope, I don't think so. I think that's sort of short-sighted or narrow-minded. And the other thing is that surely somebody from a completely different industry with a whole new mindset and fresh thinking and a different perspective is going to have more of an impact in a company.
I love that.
So I think the company matters, so the fit matters. Actually, I was thinking about it, and then I was thinking about genes. Okay, so when I was thinking about talking to you today, and I was thinking about fit.
Yes.
So I mean, you know, that it matters to me that the agency that I'm working with, if we're talking recruitment specifically, the person I'm working with, and then for the company, we're all putting energy, time, experience, effort into it. It's equally important to all of us, and we must consider that. And I was thinking about fit. What matters most is fit. It's like each of us go to the shops, and how many thousands of different types of gene fits are there? There's genes that are flared, there's genes that are straight, there's genes that are soft, whatever. And so all that matters is that when you walk out of the shop, you've got the right fit, and that makes you feel good and solid and confident and all that kind of stuff. And isn't it exactly the same thing when you're talking about getting the right person on board for an organization, equally so, the right fit for the company, because it's a serious commitment when you bring somebody new on board.
So for you, it's more about fit. I know that Elon Musk normally talks about attitude more than qualification and experience. So, do you share the same kind of mindset around that?
So you absolutely have to have, in certain roles in our organization, the technical aspect is critical. To be able to do the actual job.
Of course.
Around that, I think your aptitude, your attitude, how you go about life. So what drives you in your core as a person, that fit matters so much more. Because technicalities can be taught, theory can be taught. So what you need is that person that wants to. You need that person that will be inspired. You need the person that will challenge the norms. You need the person that will take the opportunities. So, yeah,
that's why I said I'm excited about this interview. These are the things that I actually want to talk about, and I want to go a little bit deeper. I know that most companies, if you were to go on Sisol Connects or go on Pnet or any other platform and check companies that are currently hiring, most companies do not have their values listed in a job spec. And I'm probably because I study psychology, I believe that each and every business has got its own personality. and then there is a human being as well that comes with their own personality.
Yes.
And if they do not fit, like you said, then you will have a clash. How important it is for companies to communicate with their employees their values and obviously their goals and missions. Yeah.
It's absolutely critical.
Yeah.
You don't need to do it formally. You don't need to do it in terms of a piece of paper
Yes.
or dictating to somebody. So the way I prefer to do it
Yes. Let's get into that.
is by being the person that's living it. And so when the agency is talking to me, the agency is getting a feeling already for the kind of person that's going to fit. And I'm not the perfect example, and I will continue learning and embracing change and different ways of doing things.
Yes.
However, 19 years of being here does allow me a certain sort of understanding of the right kind of person that's going to fit and grow and be happy with pilots and in pilots. And I use the opportunity of somebody coming for an interview to straight up assess whether somebody's going to be able to cope with our kind of culture. So it's about how the person looks at you when they walk through the door. It's how they interact with the person at reception. It's how they manage the fact that I walk around and take them with me and I say hello to everybody, and how they cope with the coffee machine and how they cope with an interruption and such things, or walking through the workshop and me stopping and having a long conversation with somebody about, I don't know, their child that started school recently or something. So how the candidate interacts or handles or copes with that is indicative of the potential fit. Because I'm sort of like dropping little nuggets all the way as I'm walking.
Yes.
Each little step I'm taking, each question, each nuance, each thing I'm listening to is making me understand the picture of the person.
Yes.
And I put pieces of the puzzle together. And by the time the person's been interviewed and leaves here, I have a pretty good understanding about the potential fit. It's also very important to me that people know that if they're not suitable for pilots, that does not mean they're not a beautiful candidate for another place. And it matters hugely to me that when somebody is left and I get agency feedback, the person says, "Yeah, that was good," or "I'd love to work there."
Yes.
And I'd say to you that 95% of the time, somebody who's interviewed here says, "Yes, please, I'd love to work there." And mostly I will say to an agency, "I'm so pleased that the person had a positive experience."
Yes.
Because even if the person didn't join, they learned.
Wow.
Whatever they learned from this experience, they heard from me or they saw, they can take that, embrace it and apply it in whatever way in their lives. And it comes back to that little legacy thing.
Yes.
So even when somebody comes here for an interview and walks out and they're not suitable, I am pretty certain the person left with little nuggets of information that they can apply and use in their lives.
Sorry for disturbing this beautiful podcast. Look, I know that you currently are looking for employment, and at Sisol Recruitment and Sisol Connects, we ensure that we help you as a job seeker to prepare your CV for the employer, to make sure that your CV is clear and straightforward for the job that you want to apply for. So don't waste time. Go to our website, check our WhatsApp, and get your CV right and apply for jobs. And I wish you all the best, nothing else but the best for you to get employed as soon as possible, because it's important for yourself, for your family, and for the community, and also for the world at large. Thank you very much. Let's continue with our podcast. Wow. Well, this to me, it's, obviously golden nuggets, like you just said it now. So the values and the goals, what you are saying actually is that it's not about what you put on paper, it's living that. You know, my experience and bit of research tells me that most HR professionals, you only see them when there's an interview, pay query, and the last one, when there is either a disciplinary action to be taken against the employee. How important it is to be visible as HR. I mean, for me, seeing you the other week when we were here with you, everybody knows you by your name. Everybody knows how you look like, and everybody was smiling. And they also, you know, you stopped, you even asked about other things. And you just also gave us now that one of the employees showed you a video of their child. How important is that interaction and that personal touch with each and every single employee, of course, depending on the size of the business, size of the employees. Yeah.
I mean, it's clearly a lot easier for my size of organization, for us, it's 120 odd people, give or take a few up and down every now and then.
Yes.
So, I don't know, I know our 120 people.
That's a lot.
I you know, if I walk past somebody, I know if somebody's child's in matric.
Yes.
I know if somebody's just been overseas for us and what they did or didn't get right. I know if somebody likes golf, or if they uber excited about Bafana during the night. So it means they probably not have slept, so let me keep an eye on them. So it's absolutely everything. But I'm lucky that I have the ability to have the interpersonal touch and contact. It isn't easy in big organizations. However, in a bigger organization, in an RMB, in something where there's thousands and thousands of people, there's going to be replicas of me, correct?
Yes.
In a business unit. So then why can't they get it right? So it's the core of it. Because surely the leader has to live it. Surely we learn by seeing. And that's another thing. People learn in different ways. Some people listen, some people see, some people read. So you have to be all of it so that people can take from you and then use it in their own ways, in their own worlds. It's everything.
And you just said that it's important to be a leader. What would be your general definition, yours, of a leader? How do you define a leader in your own words?
Somebody who people follow.
Like Nelson Mandela?
Somebody who people just follow.
Even if they do bad things, as long as they, because I mean, there's working in the also employee relations. I know that you'll find a shop steward that people follow, but following in the wrong direction.
I mean, you know, I don't judge the direction. The reason I don't judge the direction is because maybe I'm not in that circumstance. I know about shop stewards. We've had union officials here in the last week or so. We've been talking about job descriptions and all kinds of things. So yeah, that's part of my life also. But it's not for me to judge why somebody is following. And then whether something is good or bad. I mean, then we start talking about morals and integrity and all that kind of stuff. So in simple terms, this company moves with good intention. And so a leader in this company is going to lead with good intention. And I think that I really hope that people choose morally what to do, that it's good and kind and solid, that it doesn't harm somebody, that it's human, that it's humane. So the question we can veer off in lots of directions in terms of that.
Yes.
So I don't want to redefine my answer.
Yes.
You did ask about leaders, being followed in the wrong direction.
Yes. Yes.
But I'm not going to change my answer.
And
I'm going to say,
and I do not want you to change.
I'm going to say that a leader is somebody who's just followed.
Somehow, even though I didn't think of it in that fashion, but that is the honest truth. There's no leader without followers. You need followers to actually be a leader.
Mm-hmm.
If there's people following you,
Mm-hmm.
whether to the right direction or to wherever, you are a leader. As
Mm-hmm.
long as there's people. I didn't actually thought of it in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's an eye-opener that, in organizations you find different personalities, different types of people, and you find people on various positions within the company, and you'd get a person who's, let's say, a general worker.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever they say, people follow that. But they are not seen as leaders.
Mm-hmm.
From maybe some leadership theory, of autocratic leadership theory, because obviously there's different types of leadership theories.
Yeah.
But in terms of charismatic leadership, then you have somebody who has this charisma despite their position, and people still follow them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. I mean, I think that a leader, the word leader is not attached to your title in an organization. Similarly, it's not attached to a level. A leader is somebody who's followed. I mean, whether it's be the captain of a rugby team.
Yes.
Or, and we've got such wonderful examples. We have a wonderful example of a really charismatic Bokke captain, many, and a current one. We've got a charismatic leader in a softer way as the Proteas woman cricket team. And the people are followed because of the example. The people are followed because of the motivation, the involvement, and part of being a team. And I think we can learn so much from sporting teams.
Yes.
In terms of defining what leaders are. So I try and live and learn from all of that on a daily basis. So you see these things and you convert it into something that's usable in your working environment. Because again, it makes you more human. It makes you more touchable in terms of you in touch with what's going on, and people can reach in. We've got so many different people working for us, different tastes, different interests, different experiences from different walks of life. And so you can't be judgmental. You can't define the way you're going to lead. You just have to be that example of moving with good intention as a leader, I think.
Moving with good intention as a leader.
You don't get everything right all the time.
Yeah.
You're not liked all the time. I can't please 120 people equally all the time.
Very important.
But with heart and soul, with intention, it's in the right, good direction. And one of the things we say here is what we do is for the longevity of the company.
Yes.
And for all stakeholders, our employees, our shareholders, our customers, as a stakeholder.
Yes.
Our suppliers are a stakeholder. They make money from us. They're stakeholders.
Yes.
So I think that, with good intention to create longevity for all those stakeholders, that's how we lead.
Now, since we are talking about leadership, I want to go back a little bit to leadership and human resources.
Yes.
There's been quite a lot that has been written about human resources in the boardroom, in the executive echelons, in the C-suite. There's been quite a lot that has been written about that. And I love reading about leadership. I love leadership topic on its own. And I'm friends with some of the top scholars of leadership, and I love what you are saying. So there's many companies who still believe that HR does not necessarily belong in that war room, that HR is too soft, to sit in the war room. But I do see many companies changing that slowly, but getting there. But for a company that is growing, I mean, you came here 19 years ago, and I'm sure you were not where you are today. At what point did you join the executive leadership? Yeah.
So luckily, our CEO, Sandro, has a particular way of thinking, and I don't think it's ever crossed his mind that human resources and organizational development isn't part of the exec. I was a manager when I joined. We were smaller. We hadn't set up the department.
Yes.
So over time, that was created, and I reckon probably I've been part of the executive, I would say, for 14 or 15 years already. So good on you, Sandro, for knowing and for embracing the fact that, yes, there's a soft aspect to human resources, but absolutely, thankfully, considered a business partner, a business support, and absolutely part of the executive. Again, I haven't thought twice about it. I can't imagine not being.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, you'd be missing out so much, exec, if you weren't knowledgeable about and involved in and embracing what the HR and OD or human resources department is doing in your organization. No, it doesn't cross my mind that I wouldn't be in the exec.
Yeah, I mean, in one of my MBA courses, I think it was the strategic human resource management. Our professor said something in the opening. He said that each and every company starts with human resources. Each and every company starts with a human being who's the CEO or the founder, and that person is a human resource for that organization.
Absolutely.
Do you agree with that?
100%, absolutely. And for example, I mean, we're so lucky. It's the 36th year of Sandro having started this business with his dad. Sure. And Sandro often says to me, you know, I've done every single job in this organization. I fitted something. I ran the payroll in year one, in year two. And that's the premise of how we work. Absolutely. We started with the people and we continue with the people. Yep.
Yeah, amazing. So, what would be the biggest challenges facing your industry today?
The industry.
Your industry, yes.
In terms of resources,
In terms of human resources, yes.
So, I mean, we a niche recruiter because of the nature of technical expertise needed in the sales role, in a technician role, supporting customers on site, in the workshops.
Yes.
So we need very skilled, particularly traded and qualified people. And there's not a lot around.
Yes,
and so I think
can agree with that.
for us, let's say we choose to employ somebody that has the technical qualification,
yes,
but does not have the necessary experience, and it shows the potential to be such a good fit. And we say, okay, we'll invest in this person.
Yes. Oh, okay.
So let's just go that route. So the threat there is that you create a unique, specially qualified and experienced person, and the person leaves. So you've invested, you spend time, money and effort.
Yes.
So there's that, and I think that, having the right people on board is difficult for us, and I tried to sort of negate that effect in a way by creating our own recruitment pool. So what we've done over quite a few years is that we've helped 80 people graduate with national diplomas.
80.
80. It's probably one or two more, but let's just call it round about 80.
Yes.
people graduate with national diplomas
quite
in
a lot.
electrical engineering and mechanical engineering.
In how many years did you get this 8? Do you have this 80 people?
We started the process soon after I joined, so in 2008, although there was a graduate program before that, but this specific one. So let's call it over the last 15 years. And the people then stayed with us, so they did their practical training.
Yes.
We put them into the support link area so that they could be out and about with customers and learning and such things.
Yes.
And a lot of people became permanent employees, stayed in that environment, moved into sales, moved into help desk technical environment, whatever, and lots got poached. Yeah.
Ouch.
So yeah. So we've lost lots of people to overseas, to customers, and that's part of the investments that we sort of then lose to an extent. However, especially when somebody goes to a customer,
Yes.
it's not the end of the world.
Yes.
Okay, because then we have a qualified person working for our customer, so their machinery is going to run optimally.
Exactly.
When something goes down, possibly they can fix before having to call us out. And so, it's about working together. So, yeah, we do lose out, but at the same time, maybe the industry wins.
The industry wins. I mean, the most important thing, like we said, is the people. At the end of the day, the 80 people that you actually trained and developed, if it wasn't for the opportunity, the industry itself wouldn't be where it is today. I mean, there's 80 people. That's a huge number for this type of industry specifically.
80 families.
80 families, times that by 10.
Yes, by how many?
Yeah,
yes,
that's quite a lot.
That have been enabled because they had employment. Yeah.
No, well done on that, Tania. Well done on that.
Thank you.
I want to thank you for that.
Absolutely. We actually thoroughly enjoy doing.
So one speaker, one of the business people, he actually said something on YouTube. He said that imagine if you hire people, you don't train them, and they stay in your business. Or you hire people, you train them, and then either they stay or they leave. I mean, for me, that simply means that as organizations, if you don't train your people or you don't train the people in the community, you don't create a pool of candidates that you can actually take from. And you said something very profound. And I didn't think of it in that way. And I'm glad that I'm here again today. Because you have most companies that I've seen in the mining industry, they have this gentleman handshake kind of agreement. And they also have this kind of, some they have formal contractual agreement that since you are my supplier or my client, you cannot poach from me, But the way you put it and the way you do it and see it, I think it's completely different. I think it's sort of like a game changer.
Yeah.
Because companies would say you cannot work for this
Yeah.
company. But for you, if your client poaches somebody from you, then you have somebody who knows about your machinery at a client.
Yeah.
How important is that to your business sustainability and also client satisfaction?
Okay, so I mean, one of the things that I'm going to say, I don't poach.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't poach.
Let's put it out there on record.
No. And there are gentlemen's agreements,
Yes.
and it's about respect. In terms of somebody leaving our organization that we trained, that we developed, that graduated because of the time spent here, and the person leaves either because they were poached or because they made a personal decision. So somebody can make a personal decision to resign and might then land up with a customer. And there's no hard feelings. The world works in a particular way, and bridges mustn't be burnt, and often people want to come back. And so you just quietly go through it in a respectful way, and you wish people well on their way. And there's a bigger picture. So yes, we absolutely fight for our company.
Yes.
We absolutely want to be successful. We work very hard to be a good, solid company, to make profits, to create longevity and such things. There's a much bigger picture though.
There is.
And so if somebody leaves here with a wealth of knowledge and experience and they pass it on in another environment, then so be it. Good luck. Do it well. You know, go with fond memories. Spread the word about how great it was. Even that has a positive effect.
Just want to let that sink in a little bit. You know, it's not something that you hear every day. So what would be the qualities that make someone successful in this industry beyond technical competence? Let's talk to the guys that are working in this industry. Let's talk to some of your employees. I know you talk to them every single day, and are your competitors, your collaborators. What makes a person successful in this industry beyond technical qualifications?
You know, to work for Pilot, you have to be, and I'm going to talk about Pilot, about us.
Yes.
And yes, we hope that we're a very good example of a company in our industry. I mean, that's what we're working for on a daily basis. You have to be passionate. You have to absolutely love what you're doing.
Yes, Tania, I agree.
I think you have to have good, solid values in terms of life values, personal values.
Yes.
I think that you must care. You must care about coming to work. You must care that you make a difference. You must care that people can see you, that you have an effect on people. There's so many things. It's just about being an absolutely good, solid, moral human with passion in terms of loving what you do here. And it's not just about your work, it's about the person that you are as a whole. Because you don't just work.
Yes.
You go home and you're a sister, you're a daughter, you're a brother, you're a dad, you're a mentor, you're a child to somebody. So this is just an aspect of who you are as a person. But we truly hope that how we live our lives every day has a good positive influence on just humanity as a whole.
That's quite deep. So essentially what you are saying is human first. A parent, a sister, a brother first. Then after that, then you can actually become a better employee. If you know yourself, you understand yourself, and you take care of that element.
Absolutely. We're not selfish as a company. You know, not selfish. What I mean by that is it's not about what you just give us on a daily basis and we pay you to do it. It's wider than that. It's about what we give you, what you give back to us, and the impact of that in our community, in our world.
Yes.
You know, we're big, okay, but at the same time, so small in that bigger picture.
Yeah.
And I think it matters to hold on to the humanity aspect. But just trying to do it in the best way every single day.
I can see that one thing that if I was asked to come and define who you are, tell me if I'm wrong. I would essentially say Tania is all about impact. Impact to the world and positive influence on each and every single individual that she meets. Will I be correct to say that?
100%. Can I just please have had some kind of impact that helps create a legacy? My little old legacy, the legacy that the person is then able to create. We go back to my person whose kid was able to buy a car.
Yes.
And you just take 1 level, 2 levels, 3 levels, and how one is enabled and empowered. A family, actually. And that legacy will continue. So we pay it forward over and over and over again. And I'm a tough cookie, hey?
Yes.
It's not all about airy fairy, fun, happy, go lucky, all that kind of stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Because that's not the way the world works.
No, I concur.
We're here for a solid, good reason. We're here to make good money, to ensure longevity of the company.
I like good money.
Which means we can, which means we grow jobs, which means we enable people, which means we're paying forward. That's my golden thread, if I can call it that. I think you did encapsulate it well.
Thank you very much. I tried my best, but I was scared a little bit. So tell me, what keeps employees at Pilot? Oh, so sorry for disturbing this beautiful podcast. I thought this would be important for you to know and to learn. At Sisol Holdings, we have, we help a lot of employers with labor relation matters, from investigation to disciplinary actions, chairperson to, building company culture and through company policies and procedures. So if you are currently looking to update your company policies, if you have a disciplinary case that is pending and you're looking for investigators or a chairperson, Sisol Labor Project is always here, and it will make sure that you are represented also in the CCMA through the Bargaining Council. So apologies for disturbing. Let's continue with the podcast. Do you pay well? Big salaries? I'm kidding. I doubt it.
There's a combination of things. And let's just be real. Sometimes it's just because you need a job. Let's just be realistic. Then you can get to the things where our people value the fact that we've trained people, themselves or others, or the fact, but there's practical realities that some people stay because it's close to their home.
Okay.
And so what?
Yes.
Okay, so some people stay because they see the opportunity of advancement. You've got so many different kinds of people, different levels, different needs.
Yes.
So I think I'd have to pull it all together by saying that mostly we're able to meet people's needs as employees. So the employer meets the employee's needs. And then they'll go up and down also. We're not always getting everything right.
Yes.
And people will go through different feelings about whether they altogether like us in a particular month, or if we disappoint them on another occasion. But the balance of it is that essentially the employer and the employee are working together in terms of creating something. And that's why people stay. So I'm not going to say it's because of a particular person or how we recruited or a particular manager or money or not. It's not as simple as that. It's a combination of factors. I think that, I would say that mostly the employer and the employee like working with each other. And so employees, stay. And, as an exec level, I've got, some for obviously 36 years. I've got a colleague who's been here for 25 years, 24 years, 19 years, 18 years. I think our person who most recently joined is in their 8th year on exec. So if I had to add all of that up, I haven't thought through the number, but I'm talking very many years of staying, of contributing, of experience.
Yeah, that's many years.
Yeah.
People, just to cut all the BS and all that, most people would always say that people stay because of money. But there's also another school of thought that speaks to the hierarchy of needs,
Absolutely.
And you just
Maslow.
Yes, Maslow, hierarchy of needs. Thank you very much. There is that, which I actually strongly believe that there is, there's companies that pay like crazy amounts of money, but people still leave.
Yes. Like the staff turnover or the people turnover is
Yeah.
high. So then something's not working,
So
or something's dissatisfying.
Yeah, to balance it and understand, the balance specifically, and understand the kind of people that you bring in your organization. I mean, now this makes hiring so crucial, so important. You also stated that that culture is one of the big things, right? I think you are one of the big believers in culture. How do you sustain that? How do you maintain the culture
Hard
going
work.
forward?
and we work hard. We work hard, generally speaking.
No, of course you should. Yeah, the industry requires that.
It is hard work. And 2 years ago, we decided that we needed to incrementally change and grow. And there was a thread of inclusivity that we believed we needed to start doing better. And when I talk about inclusivity, it's about including our people, all our people.
I thought you were talking about BEE for a second.
No, not BEE in this instance.
Yes.
Inclusivity in terms of our people.
Yes.
So hearing our people.
Yes.
It started with a little survey in terms of done by ourselves, hearing what people have to say. And so 2 years ago, we started our journey of transformation in terms of inclusivity, transforming the organization to enable it for the future. And we've spent a lot of time in groups talking about transformation, talking about leading, talking about talent maximization, talking about what potential you have. Just this morning I reviewed a document that's going to go out because we've created a talent profile. And it's going to go out to every single soul, and people are going to tell us where they're from, what they did, what their CV says, what they've learned while they've been with us for 2, for 5, for 10, for 15 years. What are their aspirations? Where do they want to go? How can we support it? And each of these things opens a huge can of worms, because when you create this expectation of inclusivity, of delving into tons of information, people can then expect that we do something with it.
No, of course, definitely.
And so we're doing that step by step. It's a new path for us. We're learning through it also. Our people know this. And every day there's something new and there's something different. And so we challenged by it. But that's one of our core words, is to challenge the norms, challenge a way of doing something. Can the process be different? Can it be better? Can it be helpful? To inspire. And I hope I think the word has come up once or twice today.
Beautiful.
I certainly hope that we inspire something. Even if we inspire somebody to do something differently at home, what you're doing is you're creating that new brain connection.
Yes.
If you've got this word inspire in your head, it's going to happen at work also. We're not selfish in that we think that it only has to happen here. We want to share it. We want to, and hopefully it creates opportunities for people internally.
Yes.
And it might mean that we lose people, but we'll take a chance. And then maybe it creates wider opportunities.
I've just picked up that there's quite a lot of change.
Lots of change.
And you're also comfortable in embracing new things, changing the texture of the environment.
Yeah.
And
we have to be.
To really impact and inspire.
Yeah.
I'm going to use your word. Inspire the people and the people within and outside.
Yeah.
That takes a very flexible leadership.
Yes.
How do you get to, as HR executive, many of my friends that are in executive positions, they find it very difficult to convince the group CEO or the CEO to really buy into these ideas.
Yeah.
How do you do it?
I'm very lucky in that because I'm part of the executive
Yes.
with Sandro, with my colleagues, that we're doing it together.
Yes.
We're it. We haven't had to pull people on board. It's been discussed amongst us, and we've decided together, and we're doing it together. And that goes to, I suppose, our adaptability,
Yes.
our hard work, our intention to grow. If one doesn't change, one is left behind. We're not going to be left behind. Simply.
Are you also saying that you are somehow embracing AI?
Oh yes, indeed. Absolutely. It's scary.
It's super scary.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
an aspect of your business from the recruitment side
Big time, yeah.
is truly fast. Oh my goodness gracious me. CVs nowadays.
Yep.
Yeah. So no, absolutely. We embrace AI as a tool.
As a tool,
As a tool.
not to replace people.
Let's keep the humanity. Yeah. But absolutely is a tool. Okay, you'd be left behind if you
No,
weren't doing
definitely.
it. So that would be goofy. So there are different levels of us using it. We have to learn how to use it, to apply it in a constructive and positive way. Absolutely, it's a tool.
I've just seen that yesterday I was reading the news. I saw that Yoko, the speed
Yeah.
the company, I'm
Yeah.
not sure whether you saw that article, they just introduced new, I think about 29 or 9, I don't remember clearly on the number, new products that are AI inspired. Are you looking into, in your products, obviously AI affects people, and I know
Yes.
that you are impacted as well in your portfolio.
Yes.
Is it something that you guys are probably looking at in the future as leadership of the organization?
So, from a human resources point of view,
From a human resources point of view.
so I mean, AI can filter, 50, 100 applications kind of thing.
Within seconds.
Yes, and I used a very simple AI tool very recently, and it was to actually filter for a job that we were interviewing for, that we wanted to place for, and my feeling out of it was that it wasn't the right time to use AI, or it wasn't the right role. So I think AI is not useful to filter 50 or 60 CVs for a generic job.
Yes.
I think it can be much more useful for a specific job. And certainly we will embrace it, and we have IT, very, very good, solid IT support that likes writing codes and such things. And so those codes are applied, in terms of helping us with regards to recruitment, creating new and revised job descriptions, because we want to move with the times.
We have to.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I wouldn't say that you don't have a choice. I almost said that. We all have a choice,
Yes.
But we really need to embrace new technology. We don't want to be like Nokia and other companies that didn't make it when others were pivoting, Microsoft and they decided that we're not going there.
Yeah.
It's very critical. I see that our time is just moving so fast. I feel so angry at the time. What does workforce look like, in your own professional opinion, in 2030? We have AI. We have my 2000, the 2000.
Yes.
And, the workforce age is really changing very, very fast. And I see now new leaders that are coming out of varsity, they work 3 years, then they go into executive positions. There's also entrepreneurs that are starting companies and things like that. How do you view, workforce in 2030?
I'm a little bit worried. So I think that what we're doing right now is there's incremental change, technological, people coming out of varsity just stepping into, and I'm a little bit worried that we lose that thread of the person, and not because I'm in human resources.
Yes.
I'm saying that just as a person, so you don't even have to ask me that question in the context of my job. I'm a little worried that everything's too fast.
Yeah.
And I wonder where it'll take us, and whether or not we get rid of the experience, and we get rid of the history, and we don't use the past experience. And I'm not suggesting we stay in the past, but somehow we have to retain what's got us to this point. And so I'm a little worried about how it will look.
Yeah.
So I think that it's just going to just turn over so fast. And I mean, am I going to be working still at that stage? I mean,
I hope so.
maybe in a little bit of a different role, maybe.
Yes.
I'm not sure. But I mean, right now, one of the things that worries me is the retention of experience,
Yes.
the retention of aged people, and all of that information, and how we encapsulate it and still use it. We brought back a retiree this month, sorry.
Nice.
To come and teach. So I'm worried about loss. But at the same time, you can't be stuck in the worry.
No.
You have to move with the times. And I don't have a different answer for you, because it's too much that is unknown.
True.
And now you've worried me, because now I'm going to have to think about it more. I think that the workforce will be younger. Yes.
Definitely.
I think things will be moving much faster. Obviously, there will be much more AI type of stuff,
Yeah.
and there will be new things that we don't even know about today that we will be dealing with. And I hope that we can find a way to still keep people involved in things. And it's not because of my human resources role.
Yeah.
It's just in terms of humanity.
One thing that you and I agree on is, no matter how smart AI will become, or it is right now, and I know it will be better anyways when the time goes by, I believe that people will always be necessary. They call it automated whatever, AI days and all that, but at the end of the day, there is somebody who still needs to sit behind and verify and look at this and look at that. And AI is created by human beings. And AI requires a human being to type a prompt. And if a prompt is wrong, or the output of the prompt is wrong, a human being still needs to verify and check. And I believe that, we've seen companies like Amazon, we've seen Tesla, trying to move away from, massive labor to few labor, but using AI. One of my friends who was an executive at Deloitte, he once mentioned something very critical, that in Korea or Japan, one of these countries, they reduced the workforce by 50 or 60%. I don't remember the number, but it was about 50 or 60. And then they brought in AI. Funny enough, after 6 months, they needed double the number of people that they retrenched
Yeah.
to really continue doing new kind of work.
I mean, that is true. The nature of the jobs will change. Yeah, so I mean, there'll be lots of new kinds of jobs with new kinds of titles and such things. So the nature of jobs will change. We have a whole volume of jobs nowadays that is different to 40 or 50 or 60 years ago. So this is normal. It'll happen. I do suppose that our adaptability and our willingness to change will stay core. And that's a human thing, not an AI thing.
You know what I would like? I would like to, with your permission, of course, if there's any HR professional who's sitting and don't know how to navigate around change, because we don't have a choice. Things are changing every single day. And you have went through these changes time and time again. You bring about new ideas, new concepts, and if they are looking for somebody that can mentor them, and I think with your belief and your values in creating an impact, it will work both ways. If you would say yes to mentoring.
Okay, so I will happily talk to absolutely anybody about my story, about how I do things, about any kinds of ideas, and I will support questions and doing. I just want for people to know that this is just me doing. So don't expect. It's not the way.
Yes.
I'm not an expert. I've just been doing it. If you don't mind that humanity, all the good, all the not so good, the mistakes along the way, and if from that people can learn, anybody can talk to me. No problem at all. I've got all the time in the world for that kind of thing, because if one plants one seed in anybody's mind that creates a change in a different environment for somebody in some way, then you essentially have sort of like pegged down one more little thing in your legacy. And I really, really want to be able to pay forward. So anybody wants to listen to me talking to them, no problem.
Tania,
at all.
the world is changing, and thank you very much for opening up, for impacting one human resource manager who wants to become a director one day. It's impacting a number of people that person will be responsible for in their lifetime.
Absolutely.
So, anyways, before I get too emotional, let's get into my rapid fire question quickly, and then we are done.
Yes.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Any day. Remote, hybrid, or office work?
Office work.
I wish I had more time. I would have loved to delve a little bit in that. One book every HR professional should read?
I can't answer that. I don't think it's one book. I think
Okay, all right.
because you don't just want one influence. I think rather than one book or one source of information, it's we need to be open-minded. And then we need to take from whatever is around us, whether it's be a book, whether it be a podcast, whether it be, I don't know, sitting on a train in Europe and watching people walk by and getting a story and then putting those pieces of the puzzle together. That's knowledge, that's experience, that's something you take and then you use it.
It's more than a book.
More than a book. And I love reading.
Same here. I still have 3 books that I bought and I still need to read because I'm still reading another one. One leadership habit you never compromise on?
Absolute integrity.
Integrity. You heard it, integrity.
Do the right thing in the right way for the right reasons.
Every day, integrity. Best interview question you've ever asked?
Best interview question that
Yes.
I've ever
Yes.
asked. It's another difficult one because I'm a reactive interviewer.
Oh, yes.
So I don't have a list of questions. I react to the body language. I react to the person's question. I react to a non-action, to be honest.
Yes.
So it isn't a question. It's the ability to adapt and be reactive to the circumstance that I find myself in. I'm not that big on rules to follow in an interview or whatever. I think that one has to be reactive
Yes.
and proactive in terms of delving into the information that you get just from being completely aware. It's mindfulness. Let's use that word.
Yes.
It's mindfulness of a circumstance.
It's not about the question,
Nope.
essentially. Biggest recruitment red flag?
No eye contact.
No eye contact. That's a big one. I'm not going to go deep into it.
And then we have to worry about culture and whether.
Yes.
Okay, so be even bearing that in mind. So when I say no eye contact, it's not necessarily not looking at me in the eye even. It's the eye contact means the person. So I'll put it in other words.
Yes.
Not being your authentic self. So hiding. Does that make more
Yes.
sense?
Yes. Yes.
Red flags.
Red flag.
Red flags.
No, I fully agree with that. I mean, one has to be themselves because the person who's going to work there is not that fake person that you interviewed, but it's this genuine, hardcore person with their own personal story and journey.
100%. And no
Yeah.
AI is ever going to get there.
But unfortunately, people use AI these days, and Pila, I'm sure you are listening. No AI. All right.
No, I didn't say no AI. However,
Yeah, in preparation. I mean, it's funny. Anyways, one word that describes great leadership.
kindness.
You and I both.
Maybe that's not the expected response. Kindness.
Yeah, it's too soft for leadership.
That's tough. No. It takes toughness to be kind in a difficult situation. It takes strength to be kind in a difficult environment. No. Kindness.
We spoke about this one. AI, is it a threat or opportunity?
Opportunity.
Best career advice you've ever received in your life?
So it wasn't actually advice.
Yes.
So it was a manager that said to me, I've just given you a promotion,
Yes.
and so don't expect anything in the near future. I started looking for a job that day. So it's not necessarily advice. It's
Yes.
like really?
Don't expect anything in the near future.
Okay, I was out of there.
You reach your ceiling, bye-bye.
Yeah, so here we go, good job, promoted, and don't expect anything anytime soon. I started looking for a job that day.
If every CEO in South Africa, in the world, is listening just now,
Yeah,
what would be that one piece of advice that you'd give to them?
to a CEO,
Yes.
to somebody that's running a company.
Yes. To me as well.
To you also. I think don't ever forget the heart, the head, and the hands. And those three things work together. And I don't just mean the heart, the head, and the hands in the human form. you can actually convert that in other ways.
Yes.
But those three things matter. So it's the heart, the head, and the hands.
Love it.
And I think do things with soul. Go on, CEOs. Do things with soul.
I'm listening. I'm sure other CEOs are listening too. For a job seeker, an employee, imagine you are speaking to a young person who wants a career at Pilot Crushtec, but no connections. People always talk about connections, that you cannot get a job without a connection. No experience, and they feel discouraged right now. What practical step should they take within the next 6 months to at least give them a chance of getting hired?
So I do this little thing for our people's kids.
Yeah.
Actually, anybody that sends me a CV and the CV isn't that great,
Yes.
I offer to pull it apart for them in a positive way.
Yeah.
And so one of my things that I routinely say to people is, don't write your CV for you. Write your CV to attract the attention of where you want to work,
Yes.
of the person that you want to impress. So I think that there's lots of tools in terms of writing a CV.
Of course.
And people don't have exposure to somebody like me. So what I'm saying is write it for the employer.
Yes.
Because you need to attract the attention of the employer. Don't just write it for you. And so, yeah, AI, I don't know if it's helpful. I don't know if there's a whole lot of tools out there in terms of how to write a CV, but I think a very important thing is write your CV for the person that's reading it, for the recruiter, for the employer, not from another context. So it's just a little bit of a switch in terms of the perspective of the CV that you write or how you present yourself. And you could present yourself in a PowerPoint presentation. You could present yourself physically. You could present yourself via a CV. But remember that you're presenting it.
Yes.
Remember who you're presenting it to.
Yes.
It's to the person you want, whose attention you want to attract.
You've heard it. It's not about you. Whether you're a Christian or a Muslim, putting such information in a CV, or whether you, whatever that it is, what matters is writing a CV that goes to the employer, that addresses the employer's needs. If you are obviously looking for a job right now, there is a tool that Sisol has, which is Sisol Connects on WhatsApp, that will help you to write CVs for the employer. But you heard it from my guest, dear friend, Tania Tarr. Thank you very much for joining us, Tania.
It's a pleasure.
I so much enjoyed this conversation, and I'm glad that I couldn't wait for it.
Yeah.
And
I hope it lived up to the expectation.
Above and beyond. I'm looking at the
Awesome.
guy sitting behind it.
Yes, and that's something I wanted to actually say. So thank you to you, but there's more people around the table that have been taking care of us, and thank you. I've appreciated your efforts, your time. Thank you for coming to my space.
Beautiful space for that matter.
Yeah, well, I'm so lucky.
And
so
like
very,
coffee,
very
yeah?
lucky. Awesome coffee, all those kinds of things. And so just a huge big thank you. It's very much appreciated. Even today adds to my puzzle.
Yes.
There's another piece that I can put in, and what I learned today, I'll pay it forward. That's my commitment to you all.
Thank you very much, Tania. And I also want to say thank you for, I'm going to say this again, because to me, it makes me more emotional, because I'm a believer in, paying it forward, impact. Funny enough, I came here and Peter said to me, you have to meet Tania. You guys, you share the same mindset. And I said to him, I'm not sure if I'm available, but here I am today. I'm feeling the way I feel. I'm empowered.
Awesome.
I'm empowered, and I'm glad that our viewers at home will also be empowered. I wish you all the best, that you can fix your CV, make sure that it impresses the employer, not you. And I wish you all the best, that you can get the jobs of your dreams. And
don't stop trying. Don't stop trying.
Yes.
There are obstacles. Things don't go the right way. It's all part of the journey.
It's all part of the journey.
Don't stop trying.
And the CEOs and the employers and people who are hiring, we should not only forget about, we should think of the mind, the heart, and the hands.
And do it with soul.
Do it with a soul. I think we're going to end it there. Do it with a soul. You are a human being, ultimately, at the end of the day. Thank you very much for watching. So we'll see you in the next episode. I can't wait
Awesome.
for this episode to go live.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.